Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to HPI Auto. My name is Kendall, for those that don't know me. We're starting this video off in a 2022 BMW X7 with X740i. Yes, that's what it is. I'm not a BMW person. I'm going to be very honest with you. So if I butchered that title, whatever. This SUV comes with XDrive, which is the all-wheel drive system, and I'm really excited to show you this one. I'm already feeling like there's tons of good space in this. There's tons of really good visibility, as always, in an SUV. Comfortably enjoying this one. It's very smooth. It's very nice. Let's go ahead and talk about some features. So this one has a 3-liter inline-6 engine, which I feel like is very common for BMW. They always do like an inline-6. You've got the inline-6. It produces around 335 to the wheel, which isn't fast. In my opinion, it's not fast at all, especially for an SUV and where SUVs are going. A lot of them are getting faster and faster. I feel like the X7 is just not fast. Now, I will put this into sport mode so we can kind of get a little bit of pizzazz going. You do have around 300 pounds of torque, which again, I will say you do have a pretty impressive towing capacity. You've got around 5,400 pounds, which if you plan on taking maybe like a jet ski or two to the lake for the day, it can do that. It's pretty comfortable. And when it comes to actually enjoying the cruise and enjoying the drive with your family for the weekend, daily driving, whatever, you do get about 19 miles per gallon in the city, and then on the highway you get around 24 miles per gallon, which pretty good numbers. It is a pretty big SUV in my opinion. I believe the X7 is the biggest one that they have. The X5 I think is more in my kind of wheelhouse, something I like a little bit better. But for a big SUV, 3 rows of seating, pretty solid towing capacity and decent horsepower, I'm gonna say. It's pretty good. So starting off with the interior, a lot of you BMW fans will probably be really familiar with this type of steering wheel. I feel like this is a very familiar one. It is a heated steering wheel, so for those winter drives, you do have the ability to keep your hands warm. You've got an all digital display right there. Really nice black leather with little accents of wood trim right here. And then you also have the gray double stitching running all throughout this interior. It's very clean in my opinion. You do have a nice display screen right here that is touchscreen, but you can also navigate it down here in your control panel area. You do have a really cool crystal shifter. I don't 100% think that this is full crystal, but that'd be insane. But it looks really nice. It's very classy and it's very elegant in my opinion. But that is your gear selector right there. You've got your push to start stop button right here, and then you have your driving modes right here. Your e-brake is right here. Your hill assist. You've got the ability to raise and lower the suspension on here. So for any different types of terrain, you're able to get a little bit higher, or if you're driving in the city, you want to cruise a little bit and you want to look cool, you can go ahead and lower that down. Now you do have your parking sensor, your traction control button, as well as your camera buttons right here. And then again, more of those navigational tools. So when I turn this, but really nice, really responsive. Down here though, you push this up and you have 2 cup holders right here with your 12-volt hookup right there. What's really cool about these cup holders is you can actually heat and cool your drink while it's in there. So if I hit this button, that will illuminate blue a little bit. You can see it, but the sun is kind of pretty harsh on it right now. But it'll keep your drink cool, or if you click it again, it'll turn red and it'll actually heat up your drink and keep it nice and toasty. So in the winter or in the summertime, you got a hot or cold drink, you can really maintain that temperature and enjoy it throughout. You do have a little bit of a phone storage right there. I believe that is the wireless charging pad. I don't really know how I feel about that. You can't really there's no way to push, I don't know. I don't really like that. So for the armrest area and storage capacity, you just click this button, both of these will open up, and then it reveals a little bit of a storage area. Again, another USB-C port right there, but not much room in here, unfortunately. But looking at the seats, they're very comfortable, very plush for an SUV. I like these a lot. I think they're really comfortable. They're sporty. They are fully adjustable, and then they are also heated and cooled. Now you do have this almost full panoramic sunroof right here. You've got a section right here, glass section right here, and then in the back you actually have another section right there. So it technically is almost a full panoramic sunroof. Getting a better look at the interior from the outside. Again, full black leather interior, black leather seats. Really just a clean and simple interior. Reminds me just of like a classic BMW interior. Nothing fancy, nothing crazy, but it is pretty well put together for this generation of BMW. Now looking at the middle row seats right here, you have privacy screens right here. Just getting a better look at that full glass roof. and just the seating. Really cool for the kids is that they actually have a USB-C port right here. It looks like you can add a device right there and have it mounted right there. So it's actually really convenient, especially maybe if you're working back here, you just need to charge your phone. It is a pretty convenient spot right there. There's a lot of good headroom back here. There's a lot of good just space in this SUV in general. I've noticed on the drive here is just spacious. There's lots of room to move around, and I'm comfortable, which is a huge plus, especially if you're going on that road trip. Now down in the center console area, you've got 2 cup holders right here. Additionally, you do have one on either side of the door right there. You've got more USB-C plugins right there, another 12 volt, and then they have their own AC controls right here. Overall, really impressed with the space in this X7. I think it's spacious. There's tons of room to move around. I'm comfortable, and I have no complaints actually sitting back here. These seats are just as comfortable as the captain seat and the navigator seat. I think they're really nice, and I'm really glad that BMW and a lot of brands are starting to care about the second row and the third row seating. It's just comfortable, it's easier to move around, and it's just better for everyone. Hopefully give you a better idea of the space and just how much light is let into this SUV. That's impressive. So for opening the trunk space, this is an automatic lift gate right here, and then you have this little bottom one right here, which is really nice if you just need to have a smaller trunk space, but you do have a privacy screen right there, which is convenient. These seats do fold down. You've got your controls right here to do so. If I press the max suitcase button or the max storage space, you can see these 2 back seats went down, and then the 2 middle row seats adjusted just a little bit to give you the maximum storage capacity that this SUV has to offer. So I'm going to go ahead and put these seats back up. And you'll see they scooch up a little bit, give room for these seats to get back up. So this is the exterior of this BMW X7. You've got the, I believe this is the Alpine white on the exterior, and then you also have the black and a little bit of chrome on the exterior to help complement the color just a little bit more. I love these multi-spoke wheels. As you can see, the car is lowered right now. I'll show you what it looks like in the full ride height, as high as it'll go. You've got 275 40 22s in the front, and then you have 315 35 22s in the back. It's kind of an interesting setup in my opinion. But this is the back side of it. It is a little bit of a bigger size SUV, but honestly, when it's lowered, it looks sick. You do have a dual tipped exhaust on the back. This reminds me a lot of the classic BMWs and just the different generations and iterations of their SUV lineup. And at the front, you have the classic big BMW grills. Honestly, they're not that bad. What's interesting about the grills though is that they are active. So they do move and adjust to help keep the car cool, keep that inline-6 engine cooler. So this is what the X7 looks like when it's fully done up, as one might say. The ride height is all the way up. Pretty nice ride height, nothing crazy, but it is good if you're in snowy conditions, if you plan on somehow going off-road with this thing. Nice adjustable suspension option for your BMW X7. I want to know what you guys think of the 2022 X7. Do you like it? Do you not like it? What are your thoughts on it? I'm a little bit indifferent. I like it, but there's some things I feel like it's really still dated on, especially with the steering wheel, some of the interior features. I do like it has the adaptable and like adjustable ride height. I love all the storage capacity. I love the space in this SUV. And I kind of like the looks. I don't know how I feel though. But let me know in the comments what you think about the X7. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. If I missed anything important, I also do really love the fact that it has heated and cooled cup holders. I think it's a nice feature. It's a nice little touch. But let me know in the comments. I've left the link to this SUV in the description below. So if you want to check out more photos, get in contact with the team about doing a virtual tour, or you want to schedule a test drive, or just straight up buy this SUV, you can go ahead and do that with the link in the description. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.